Not today, pal. Not today.
So when we were in New York and we did the 25th anniversary, like Sopranos thing, I know at the time you were like feeling really sad about it.
Yeah.
Did you you change? Did you digest it? Or did you go through that? Or were you just like,
I mean, I think it was just like a moment. You know, I think that watching the documentary that will come out eventually, I think on HBO, just seeing like the show be put together and seeing us all so young and it really being like very personal, and then all us being together again, and then also it really felt like we're not doing this anymore. Like it just felt like they're not having us all on the Today Show again. Like they're not having us all like in a group together again to talk about this. Like this really, to me, felt like the final time that we were going to be, where it would be a purposeful event that would bring everybody together. Yeah. And it was the first time we had done it too, since like Tony Sirico had passed and things like that. So I was very emotional, but you were emotional as well that night, weren't you? I mean, you said that it got to you a little bit.
I think I could have been if I let myself with some of the clips from the show.
Yeah.
But like, again, when we're all together, like it makes me sad, obviously, that Jim has passed, but it doesn't make me sad that he's not there because I'm like, he hated this shit.
Oh, I wasn't sad about that.
Right,
though.
right.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason I would get sad. But it's like when, like, I just always know that like James hated like anything with like press or the Today Show. Not that he
He's
hated
so
Today
happy
Show,
he's
but,
missing
like,
this.
Right, exactly. He doesn't want to do any press. He wants to like go and sit at a restaurant or a bar and have a drink with us and chill, but he doesn't want to do this stuff. So the only thing that makes me sad about it is stuff about Jim, and it's stuff like that when I know. But watching him on the screen it's tough,
Well, also too, I think that in the documentary it shows so much of him behind the scenes, like in between scenes, and like stuff that they'd yell cut, but the camera was still rolling and had this footage of him that felt so personal to me and almost like, whoa, like, first of all, it was like flashback memory for me of him. It's been so long. And I'm like, oh my God, like there he is. Like, cause you can watch Sopranos and like see him and miss him. But when you see him in that way is when you like really miss him, because that's the guy you knew, and felt so personal to me, like almost uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah, it's weird to feel. It like it reminded you of the pride he had in his work.
Yeah,
and like how much he wanted to be good at it and how good he was at it, and that whole thing where
like we've all talked about it and his commitment and his process, but like they showed you it, which was again very personal.
Right. So we were all on stage at, was it the Beacon?
Yeah.
It was the Beacon. And they were asking us all questions, and I actually have the audio of how you answered your question, because I thought it was like really well said, and I thought you
that's so nice.
Yeah, I thought you did great.
I always wanted to know what it felt like season after season to grow up on The Sopranos.
It was home. A lot of life happened in those 10 years. And no matter what happened, that set was home. And the people up here were home and accepted you and loved you no matter what. So it was a privilege and an honor, and has greatly shaped who I am today.
I feel like even there you were about to lose it.
For sure. Have you met me?
Yeah, you were a mess that whole time.
It was very emotional. It was an emotional night. It was. And I mean, even David Chase, our creator, who's not normally like an emotional guy, was honest with us that it really like it hit him.
Yeah. It was. And I think a lot of it was like you said. It's like, when are they going to get us all together again, or when are we all going to choose to get all together again to talk about it? Where it's kind of like. It's not like it's like closing a chapter, but it's just kind of like
it felt done to me.
Yeah,
it really did.
But what was so great, and there's people who pop in and you go like, oh my God, I didn't know I was gonna see this person. Like when Dominic Chianese, who was there, who we hadn't seen in a long time because he lives in like London now, and seeing him was just so
It was awesome.
nice, and seeing everybody is so good, and Aida is just the best and so fun, and Drea, and yeah, we're really lucky to
I
have
spoke to
worked.
Aida a couple of days ago.
Yeah?
She's moving into a new house, and when she's done, she's ready to fly here and come on the show with us.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. She's gonna.
I
stay
told her,
in
give me
your-
the word. I'm gonna send you a ticket and make you stay with me. Yeah, all the things.
That's gonna be fucking.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. My brothers, I know Annie just walked out. I wanted to ask him. I wanted him here for this, but we just got to go. My brother's coworker told him, because my brother recently had a baby, and my brother's coworker said to him, "You can't push a baby carriage. Pushing a baby in a carriage is gay."
What?
That's what I said. I was like,
What?
"How
How
is
are you
that
supposed
gay?"
to tote your kid around?
He was like, "You gotta hold the kid," because they're very like workout.
That is so crazy.
They're all like very like
How
they're like
old was
they're like
this
Joe
person
Rogan
that said it?
types.
Joe Rogan would push a
Of course,
stroller.
I'm just saying I'm trying to describe to what kind, you know what I mean, because there's like
No, then what do you mean? How is
like
this guy
their builds,
old?
like they're like worked out
Okay.
kettlebells.
But,
that
like, how
kind
old
of
is
vibe.
he? Is he,
I
like-
think like 32. I know it's crazy.
What a
And you
douchebag.
know what's crazy? I'm 40, almost gonna be 40. And I've gone through my whole life, and I've never heard someone say pushing a baby carriage is gay. Like,
And
and
also gay? Like what?
that's what he said. I had
Oh my
to
God.
quote him. You can't. What is it called when you don't quote someone properly? It's bad. You got to quote the people properly.
Okay.
You don't want to misquote.
misquote. We can't.
I will not. I refuse to misquote. He said,
Don't misquote the douchebag.
"Yeah." Does anybody back there feel like pushing a baby carriage is gay?
I mean, I get where he's coming from.
Really? Wow. See, Zolo's a
What?
Yeah, Zolo's a big juice head.
It's ridiculous, but it's funny.
You would feel weird pushing a baby carriage?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't feel weird, but I do think it's funny.
If anything, it's like, look what I made by having sex with a woman. It's
That's
like not
right.
gay. Yeah.
My spawn.
Yes.
Look at me.
Right. You had to, you know.
But
Yeah.
to his point, you could show it off more if you're holding it.
Yeah, but it's still.
You ever held a baby for a long time?
Right,
I don't
that's
care
the
how
thing.
juiced up you are. Your arms start to hurt.
Yeah. What? How does everybody else feel back there about it?
I mean, it's the same concept as pushing a lawnmower, isn't it? is mowing your lawn gay?
Apparently.
It's the same. So wait, pushing a lawnmower is the same thing as pushing a baby carriage?
I mean, it's a cart. It's got wheels.
Good argument.
Yeah, but I could see. Okay, here's why I think it is different, because I did see something in New York that I did go, that's gay. I saw a guy, but he was with his girlfriend, and he was pushing a baby carriage with a
With a
dog
dog.
in it. That's gay.
I
Right,
just think
that's
that's
right.
I think
That's
that's all
inexcusable.
around like weird.
Yeah. We got to
Unless your dog
Yep.
is so old and you just still want to get it outside, I
But then
guess.
don't put him in something that looks like a baby carriage. Put him in some like one of those like red.
like a wagon.
Yeah, put him in like a fire
A
wagon.
red radio flyer?
Yeah, like put him in like a
Right,
wagon or so. You
right.
can't put in a dog in a baby carriage. You're just totally. Yeah.
Was it a hot pavement situation? Maybe.
Oh.
no,
protecting
it
the paws?
It wasn't like here where it's like 110 degrees. It was like
Yeah,
80.
New York streets don't get hot like that.
And there's a lot of shade. You go down the side street, you're good. I think they were like, like a couple.
Maybe they're that type of couple that will never have a kid, but then their dog is like their kid. You know what I mean?
You're just proving my point.
Yep.
then, I think. What do you, Zolo? You said inexcusable, huh?
Yeah, I mean that's a rough look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
I
a
agree.
guy, you
Was,
can't, like,
he was pushing it, or he was with.
he
a girl
was pushing it. He was full pushing it. But here's the deal. I'm okay when I'm
Proud?
when I'm with
Proudly
a girl. She's
pushing
like,
it?
hold my purse. I go, yeah, of course. Like I don't even think I know some dudes are like crazy about that, like holding the
As
purse.
if like what? You're gonna like get a disease by holding the purse?
it's the gay.
Oh my god!
They don't want to come across as gay. They don't. all of a sudden, the wife
Why
goes to.
is being? But
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
like the gay is not an insult.
I know. I'm just saying. All of a sudden, the girlfriend goes
Have
to
we
the.
not progressed from this?
Your girlfriend goes to the bathroom. One of your buddies from the gym comes by, sees you standing there holding a purse.
Nothing wrong with it.
No, I'm just saying some people don't want to be seen that way.
Right.
I'm sure there's some gay people who don't want to be seen as straight.
They should get new friends if they're going to be judged that hard
How
by
about
a
that?
moment.
Gay people, reach out if you don't want to be seen as straight. I like that. I'd like to talk to the.
I bet they would.
I want to talk to a gay guy who
Great.
says he'd be offended if somebody thought
Call
he was
Jeff.
straight. Should I call? I'm gonna call.
Call Jeff.
Should I call my manager right now
Get him
and be
on the
like,
line.
"Hey, do you know any gay guys who would be?" Yeah, I think. Hey Siri, call JMCELL.
Is that how he's in your phone?
Yeah, because it's from like the first phone I ever had.
What?
I was probably like hammered when I put his. It was when like everything was like one touch cap, so I just put him in as this, and it's like still in there from that.
Wow.
Let's see if he picks up. I hope he picks up. He's our
Fire. If he doesn't pick up, you're fired.
He's our top gay reporter. Do you hear that,
Are
Zolo?
gay on the streets?
Yeah, we hear it.
Okay. Been giving this guy 15% for 30 years.
Can't even pick up.
Can't even pick up
at
my fucking call.
6:45 on a what's this today? A Monday?
What tis today?
Cash cow.
I've made about $11,000 a year for the last 10 years, every year, and he's taken, north of 1,500.
Robbery.
Call me. Let's see, maybe we can
You're
get
his
him.
biggest retired client.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Gotta pick up.
Yeah, gotta pick up Jeff. All right, I'm turning my ringer on, so if it rings, it's not me being unprofessional. It's all right. Here's something else that I think you
Okay.
always tell me you wish when I'm dating somebody that I was a more hopeless romantic, right?
Do I say that?
Yeah, because you're too logical. I wish you would just give into love.
Yeah,
and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Right? You say
for
that
some time, yeah.
for some
For
time.
like the newlywed phase. Yeah, there's
Right.
like
I don't.
rational thinking for later.
Right, I don't. And I was watching 90 Day Fiancé where I get my worldly news. I learn a lot about the world watching 90 Day Fiancé. And this one's in China, this couple, and she says to the guy, the American guy, she goes, you think about love like my sister, and people here in China think it's stupid. Basically, I'm summing it up, but think it's stupid. Like you guys are like hopeless romantics. And here in China, we find that stupid. Like, basically
What do
saying
they
you're-
think of? Like you
It's logical.
Procreate, family.
No, I just think logical. Like he quit his job to move to China to be with her. They have no money, but they're like, but we're in love. And it's like, no,
Right.
you're dumb. Like
Right.
you
Okay.
have to.
Right.
And I very much related to that. I'm like, maybe I need to date a Chinese
Yeah,
girl.
but I think that those decisions are maybe. Didn't you say that you put your dating app in
Japan
in Japan
didn't work. On to China.
No hits in Japan.
Yeah, no,
Moving
a
on.
lot of hits. I just wasn't.
Moving
I
on.
was a hit. Actually,
You were?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, listen, I've said it, but 5'7" in America, not so good. 5'7" in Japan, they were loving it. Nobody has a restriction on no. Don't show me guys under 6 foot tall in
Right,
Japan.
right.
They're doing that here.
Wow. Rough.
They discriminate.
Rough.
Yeah.
For you.
There's,
Sorry.
There's another thing on dating apps, which is you can filter out by star sign.
Oh God.
So you could say, so what I
like
want.
no Leos for me.
Exactly.
Wow.
So what I want to ask these dating apps to do, dating apps, please, can you make a filter for people who are using the star sign filter? Because I don't want to date those people. Mm-hmm. I don't want to date a woman who's
Just put it in your profile.
going no Leos like you just did. Because that to me is worse than any. It's insane.
Word.
If someone's like, no, I won't date a guy because he was born in October, she's nuts. I don't want her popping up on my feed.
Agree.
I
Agree.
can't believe we didn't bring this up, James. This is such a big deal.
What?
I can't believe we didn't bring this up.
What?
So I've been on should I just say the dating app? I guess I'll just say it. I've been on a dating app called Hinge for.
Would you like the best out of all of them?
I think it's the best because I think it's people who it's called the dating app designed to be deleted, right? So it's like we
Right.
want to actually get you in a relationship. Like where
Right.
Tinder is just to fuck, and a lot of these other dating apps are just to fuck.
Wow.
So yeah. So I'm on Hinge.
yes.
I have been on Hinge for years, and I've never received an email from Hinge. Never received an email from Hinge. As you know, I went to, I had a house with my family for a week in Jersey.
Yeah.
We're on the beach. Robby's having a great time. All of a sudden, I get an email from Hinge because I wasn't checking my text messages for like 5 days. I don't know. I got an email from Hinge, and it says, you've been banned from Hinge. I get banned from a dating app. And I go, how is this possible? I haven't met anyone off of Hinge in months. And even if I do, I don't even like.
What did I do?
Yeah, I'm not some guy who's like, maybe I sent a drunk text. I don't drink. I don't know. I'm like, how could you possibly ban me from Hinge. So now it also doesn't tell you what you did wrong, which is insane. It should the first.
It's like when I got banned from Facebook.
Yes. The first thing should tell you what you did wrong. Hey,
Right.
here's why you're banned.
Right.
It doesn't. It just says you're banned. And it says if you want to what is
Protest or
Dispute.
dispute, but I think there's even like a better like a lawyer. What's the lawyer term? If you want
Appeal?
to appeal, that's what they use. Sorry, yours was great too, Zola, but it was appeal. This episode is sponsored by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Casino app and have your favorite real money casino games right at your fingertips. New customers who use my promo code NOTTODAY and play just $5 will receive $50 in casino credits instantly. Choose from over 300 real money games, slots, blackjack, roulette, and live dealer games whenever you want. With more real money games added regularly, DraftKings Casino is changing the game with new ways to play. Guys, this is my favorite part. I get to talk about Crazy Time. If you know, you know. Crazy Time is my favorite game on DraftKings. Check it out. It's like a live game show that you get to wager money on. It's the most fun I've ever had. DraftKings Casino has awarded over $100 million in jackpot winnings. If DraftKings Casino isn't yet available in your state, check out DraftKings Daily Fantasy app, where you have a shot at winning cash prizes all season long. And rest assured, DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Head to the DraftKings Casino app right now, sign up using promo code NOTTODAY, play just $5, and instantly receive $50 in casino credits.
I love a great deal as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to crawl through a bed of hot coals just to save a few bucks. It has to be easy. No hoops, no BS. So when Mint Mobile said it was easy to get wireless for $15 a month with the purchase of a 3-month plan, I called them on it. And turns out it really is that easy to get wireless for $15 a month. I spend so much money on so many things in my life. Using my phone is an essential thing, and the fact that I can pay $15 a month, you can't beat that. So to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/nottoday. That's mintmobile.com/nottoday. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/nottoday. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
They said, if you'd like to appeal, email us. And I was like, well, even if I never go back on the fucking app,
You
I
gotta
gotta
know.
know what's going on. So I asked what's going on. They go, you've been impersonating a celebrity.
Oh my God.
Hinge. I'm barely a celebrity, but it's me. But here's what's crazy.
How do you prove it?
For 2 years, never a peep. You go to Jersey, guess
And
what?
you got hit up so much.
We're like the Beatles in Jersey still. Everywhere else, people don't give a shit about us. We go to Jersey and
That's
they're like,
why.
there's no way the guy who played the son on Sopranos is in Jersey. This must be an impersonator.
So somebody reported you.
No, it can't just be one report. You have to get
Multiple reports.
multiple reports. So they go, send us a photo of you holding your ID. The most desperate move of all time. But I
And
had
you
to do
did
it
it.
to show it. I had to prove it
do
to
it.
them. You got to get back on Hinge. You
had to
got to,
do
what do they
it.
say? Get back on the horse. You know?
That's right.
Yeah. So I fucking, I sent to Hinge. Hinge, it's me. I wish we were recording the pod on the week.
Did they?
They said we
reinstate it?
apologize to let you back on. Yeah.
Wow. Did they get? Do you pay for Hinge?
You do pay for Hinge.
They
I don't
should
know if
give
I'm
you some
still
credit.
Yeah, because there's like a monthly thing, and then some you pay one time, and then some I just stop. I was like, I'm not paying for this shit anymore. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because some you buy like a lifetime.
Well, what? It's
Because it gives you a good deal, you know what I mean? It'll be like, hey, if you think you'll spend 9 months of your life on this app, you could just pay this price and you'll have it forever.
That's interesting. I would probably be like, I'm probably 2-3 months, and I'll get off this thing. That's what I would like to think.
But then the problem is,
Ooh,
let's
what
say
an ego blow.
Right. Let's say you date
Shit.
someone for a year or two, and then you want to go back on. You go, oh, I should have bought the lifetime.
Dating sucks.
Yeah. So that's why I'm okay with relationships ending, because I go, hey, I got that lifetime subscription.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'll just go right
Wow.
back. Yeah, maybe I'd
So
stick.
wait, did it get reinstated with enough time to test the waters in Jersey when you were there?
Yeah, it wasn't for me. I honestly, no, I wasn't even testing the waters
You
in
weren't even
Jersey.
looking at
I
your
wasn't.
phone.
My thing was like, I'm gonna go to this house with my family.
When
I'm not
you
gonna look at
opened
my
it, were
phone
people blowing
for
you
5
up?
days. I opened it. It said you're banned.
Oh.
I got banned.
Couldn't even see the messages.
I couldn't
I
see-
would have loved to read through those requests for you. That would have been a really fun evening activity for me.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, it would have been nice,
Wow.
but we got no.
Way
We
to
could have
go,
had some
Hinge.
content.
Yeah, we could have done a whole show about it.
Yeah, Hinge, you really blew it.
Damn it.
But yeah, they banned me,
Wow.
which is
Glad you're back.
Yeah. Also, listen, when I was in Jersey, doing a lot of gambling. Me and my family having a ball. We're doing a lot of gambling. But
What are you
Jane,
betting? Baseball?
Baseball, yes, but there is
How
this
do you
thing. And
bet baseball? That's
I mean,
like the
a million
lamest
ways.
bets.
But you, could, I like to do hit parlays, and but this is not an ad. This is gonna sound like an ad. This is like the same thing you say in an ad, you know. But it's like you could do hit parlays. So if you take 3 players to all get a hit, some people bet home runs, but it's like unless you're Aaron Judge, like who's gonna get a home run every game? You know what I mean? This is on DraftKings. There's a thing, and again, I don't want to sound like an ad. If I'm doing this, it's going to sound like an ad, but I have
Let's
to
do a
tell you what
natural
we
ad.
did.
Let's do it.
I don't want to do a natural ad. I want to tell you what I did.
Read
on
me
my
what's the
vacation.
call to action? Bring
Yeah.
it in. Let me read it at the end of this.
Yeah, DraftKings, not today. But so we're there. You on the app. There's this thing called Crazy Time. Jamie, you have to come to Jersey just so we could play this game. Again, I hate
You
that
can
it
only
sounds
play
like
it
an
in
ad here.
Jersey?
There's a few states you could play it in, but it's like a game show. Like there's a woman or a man hosting a
you know I
full-on
would
game
love this.
Jamie, you would.
It's on DraftKings?
Love
Oh my
this shit.
God.
They have a giant wheel, and on all the wheels, it's all different stuff. James, it's the best.
It's like my dream.
Me and my brothers would wake up and be like, crazy time. Like, it's time for crazy time. You spin the wheel. If it lands on crazy time, they open this like, and again, I hate that this sounds like an ad. I swear it's not an ad.
Give it to me.
You go through this, when it lands on crazy time, there's only one slot that says crazy time. When they land on that, she goes through this like magical door, and all of a sudden she's in this like different land with like penguins and all this stuff. And she spins another giant wheel, and it could be like 100x, 200x your bet. It could double 400x. We were having
Do you always win in
so
Crazy
much
Time?
fun. In crazy time, you always win.
Right.
On the game, you do not always win.
Right.
But once you're in that door and you see the penguins,
I have a perfect record when I've been guests on game shows for winning contestants the max amount of money.
really?
I have a perfect record.
How many game shows have you done?
I've been on many game shows. I love them. I was
I've
on a
been on
$100,000
many game
pyramid.
shows.
I've won it twice for the person.
Wow.
I've been on canceled game shows, 25 words or less. I crush it at. I'm a gamer. I love a game
Wow.
show. This is great.
Okay, well, yeah, you could imagine a game show where you could gamble. It's Jamie.
That's dangerous
It's the
for
best thing
me.
of all time. I was on the fence about bringing this up because it's one of those things like you had to be there, but just because you brought it up, like the 25 words or less, you know when you hold like a
Heads up?
Heads up. Yeah, there's a game called Heads Up. There's a word on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
You hold it over your head, and then you have to. People have to
Yeah.
get you to guess the
Yeah.
word without saying the actual
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
And so it was at a few nights where, there's drinking going on in my family, and they're like, let's play Heads Up. And you've met my brother's girlfriend who had the wonderful moment at
Love
your
her.
house we all know what happened there. And so she, yeah, she had a great moment at your house.
I wish
she's
we could
awesome.
say it on the pod.
She's
We
the
just
best.
can't. She's the best.
She's so sweet.
So sweet.
But she's also from like 5 hours upstate New York, close to
Yes.
Canada. She's country folk.
Yes.
Can we say that?
She's simple.
She's a-
sweet,
Well, that's-
simple.
That's a little offensive. You went offensive. Simple.
She's kind. She's like,
She's so
She's not
sweet.
dumb.
No, not at all. She's very smart, actually.
Yeah.
She's sweet and she's genuine.
Yes.
And she's not a lot of people like her in New York City. Like I think you put
No,
where we're
there's
from.
nobody like her in
You
New
plop
York
her
City.
in New York City, she's gonna get eaten alive.
Yes.
But she's very sweet, very nice. I
Yes.
hope my brother marries her. She's
too.
incredible. Now to
'Kay.
say what she did. She holds up on her head. Somebody else, my sister, holds up on her head and it says Irish coffee. So now she has to make her guess this. And she looks at her and she goes, she's the thing you get at an Italian restaurant. And my sister goes, chicken parmesan. And she's holding the thing and saying, we laughed for fucking days because Irish coffee you get in an Italian restaurant, but she's,
maybe that's what she gets when
where
she's there.
Where she's from, that's the only place they
That's-
serve an Irish coffee.
That's right.
At the Italian
That's
restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
I have her back on that one.
No, she's awesome. It was,
She's
and I was
the
like, I don't
best.
even know if we're gonna tell this story, but because you brought up 25
Yeah.
words or less, we Maybe we should do some kind of game show competition, YMH style.
Nothing would make me happier. Nothing.
So pyramid, I
I will
like.
kick your ass in a game show.
Jeez. All right.
There's something that happens to my brain and
I
like
know.
myself where I like lock in.
I've played Settlers of Catan with you.
Yeah, I
see
beat you
what
every
happened.
time.
Jeez. Wow.
Well,
You
what?
really-
It's a fact.
Okay. Well, you also kind of taught me how to play it. We played twice and you beat me twice.
Yeah, but you did some research before we played
No.
again.
Cassim did research. I did no research. Cassim was like listening to podcasts about Settlers of Catan. I was just like, he told me what he heard. Like, I was like, what?
Yeah. I haven't played in a minute. I'm a little rusty.
Yeah. Maybe you're vulnerable now. I could swoop in
Might
and
be.
get you.
Might be the time.
Yeah, Catan doesn't really do it. It's fine. I like hanging out, I'm a big hangout guy, but then the game itself. Do we have a memory lane possible
We do.
by any chance? See, you look different in that photo too.
I do.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Last week's photo, you didn't look like yourself. I mean, I'm probably on Molly. You might be too.
I'm definitely not on Molly.
This
Is that
tough.
butter?
Okay, so I was actually gonna go with suede, but let
There's
me see.
balloons.
Balloons.
There's balloons.
With an
Was this
R?
my birthday? Was this my 21st birthday where I went home, where I came from the hospital? I was sick and then I went home?
This was your 23rd birthday.
23rd.
And Rob, you got it right. It was at Suede.
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 Yeah. Okay. All right. So what year is that? You want to age Jamie? You want to tell your
My 23rd is 2003. No,
2000
4. 2004.
Okay. Yeah. Full baby face. That's before. I think that's before I could really grow facial hair.
Yeah, you've got nothing coming in.
Damn. I was a late bloomer with the facial hair. I still can't grow facial hair here on my cheeks. I still don't grow facial hair on
You
my
don't
cheeks
need
really.
it.
Just a few
You don't
things.
need it there.
No, I mean, I guess it's less.
So I'm the
to shave.
opposite. Now all I do is grow facial hair.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, you poor
brutal.
ladies.
Got to go get it shaved once a month.
It says this was a surprise party, Jamie. Any?
For me,
Yeah. Any
Wow.
fun memories? No, doesn't seem like it. Who threw it for you?
my ex-husband. And
there
you know
go.
what? He was the type of guy that would have been like, I'm throwing you a surprise party. Act surprised.
Gotcha.
Wait, was this one where you were sick?
No, that was one of my 21st. That one I did not know about, and I was very sick.
You were sick, and he was like, "No, you gotta come."
Yeah,
right?
I was literally in the hospital, and he's like, no, you got to go to this party.
Jesus.
Yeah. I went home. I think I walked in, took a picture, and left.
He was good guy. I don't know what happened. I don't know why.
We've established this here.
I know. All right. I found out. I mean, we could talk about. I found out my dad also, like me, wipes his butt standing up.
Wow. So do you think that you witnessed him
hereditary.
doing that as a child, and that's how you learned?
No, I don't think he was around a lot when I learned how to wipe my butt.
No, but did you ever watch him wipe your butt? Is his butt? Is what I'm saying.
I mean,
Like,
I
do
don't.
you
I
think
wouldn't
as
go
a-
in the bathroom with him when he was shitting.
Of course not. But you could have
Where else would I have seen him wipe his butt?
you could have just passed by and seen that's what he did like one time and been like, oh, that's what you do.
It could. Yeah. I also just thought it could just be hereditary.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
But does Cutter wipe his butt standing up?
Well, I have seen Cutter wipe his butt. I haven't seen my dad wipe his butt, but I have seen Cutter. Yes, he
Because
does.
Bo does.
Right.
Bo stands up. He doesn't get it from me.
Well, Cutter's out. Can somebody ask Cutter if he wipes his butt standing
Cutter
up?
text me.
He's gonna be like, I what's that thing called? I bidet. He's not gonna give a
but when
direct
you
answer.
don't
Then we're
bidet.
gonna have to get a direct answer.
When you
from-
don't bidet.
Yeah, come on,
babe.
help us out, Cut.
He said no.
He doesn't stand up to wipe his
No.
butt.
And then he wrote bidet.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. So here's the way I found out. My dad had to drive my brother. Oh, we shouldn't say bleep her name. Actually, we shouldn't put her name out there. That's terrible. But we just want to give her all
Love
the
her.
praise after we.
Your
And
dad was driving them back.
My dad drove to the airport with them and then had to drive back. And he told us 20 minutes out from the house, he pulled over at a truck stop to take a shit. And he was in there taking a shit. And this is how I found out. He's like, when I stood up to wipe, I had the phone on me with the directions and it thought I turned around. Like, so it started telling me like, make a left, make a U-turn on the thing. And like, But what I took from that story, I was like, oh my God, you stand up. It was a real bonding moment for me and my father.
That's how you discovered
That's how
it.
I heard that. I wasn't in the bathroom with him at 39, like I wasn't at 9 or 3.
So does he say to them in the car, sorry guys, I know we're 20 minutes from home. Got to pull over. I got to shit.
No, he was dropping them off at the airport, but he definitely would have said that because he came home and told us about it. Yeah, he came back to the house to let us know. And
that's rough.
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling.
And
that is the worst feeling
it's the
when
worst
you're
feeling,
so desperate.
It's the worst feeling for us. I don't think my father was desperate at all. I think my father from 1 to 10 had to probably take a shit at a 2. Here, again, hey Siri, call Dad. Put it on speakerphone. We're going to ask Dad from 1 to 10, how bad did you have
So
to...
he didn't have to go poop that bad, you think?
I don't think he had to go bad at all. I just think he's so comfortable shitting anywhere. Wow. I think shitting in a truck stop for him is the same as shitting at home.
Wow.
Come on, pick up, Dad. This is prime time. He might be at Chili's. This is prime Chili's. Yo, what's going on?
How much?
We're doing the podcast right now. I had a question for you.
Yeah.
Jamie said hi.
Hello.
When you stopped to shit at the truck stop, from 1 to 10, how bad did you have to go?
8.
Oh, okay. An 8. But if it was, what would the number have to be for you to have stopped and not just drove all the way home?
Well, I only had 15 minutes left to go. Probably a 7, 6.
Yeah, maybe a 2, 3. I was just kind of saying, for you, shitting at a truck stop is not like me, where it's like the worst thing that happened to me all week. Yeah, you don't care.
It could be a 1, and I would just drop it. Yeah, just get rid of it.
Right. That's what we wanted to hear. And then you said that the directions went off when you stood up to wipe, right?
Yeah, no. When I walked into the stall and sat down, it said, "What did it say? Follow the route. Go 30 feet and make a right." And the guy in the stall next to me goes, "Your phone tells you where to shit." That was good.
All right, we're talking about all the wonderful things that happened in Jersey. Best trip ever. But
all right, guys.
all right, talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Really was such a great.
That's so awesome.
Because I was gambling a lot on baseball.
Right.
One of the things
yeah.
was baseball. When we were watching baseball games, there was a law firm that was advertising on one of the games. They kept doing it over and over, and they were like, make up the name, but they were like, Salino and Barnes. They're like, all we do is win. And I was like, that feels illegal. Like, how is that legal? Like, if your slogan, if you're a law firm, to be like, all we do is win.
Like, could you hire them, and if they don't, you sue them because you're like, this is false advertising?
That's what I'm saying.
But that's like a good premise for a movie.
But then in my head, I go, they know the law better than me, so they got to know that that's legal.
That's probably why no one's doing it.
All we do is win. That's crazy. But I guess also there are a lot of podcasts who are like, #1 podcast on earth. Like, you could say that, and it doesn't.
Or world's best pizza.
Right,
World's
number
best
one,
coffee.
yeah, best pizza and whatever. You could do all that, but all we do is win as a law firm? Guys, can we get your thoughts on that back there? All we do is win?
Yeah, that feels a little sketchy. But if it's allowed, it's allowed, yeah.
You know.
What are they going to do, sue you?
You should start gambling on court cases, Rob. That seems fun.
Oh, shit.
Can we I bet there's some line, because you've heard about Poly Market, right?
I have not.
So Poly Market's a thing where you could gamble on like politics and like
okay.
all this other stuff, and that's a good one. Court cases, that's
Like, are
really
they going to get
good.
this bill passed?
Oh yeah, I was thinking more so like, is he going to be found guilty of murder, like that kind of court
Like
case?
local.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, imagine back in the day you're gambling on the OJ case. That would be fucking sick. That would have been awesome.
Wow.
People were tuned into that, like edge of their seat.
Bringing people together.
Without gambling.
Yeah.
Bringing people together.
Bet on the glove nut fitting.
Yeah. Is the glove?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You really can bet on anything.
Yeah. Well, we got to make that so, right? Because we don't know.
Right.
Thanks, Dad.
Always.
All right, I got one for you, Jamie.
Okay.
We talked about by the way, I've been home for a week using the same towel. I was showering today thinking about coming here. Towel smelled great. Weekend.
It's not about it smelling. It's
For
just,
Zolo, it was. He said it would start to stink.
Yeah.
I'm a weekend, and not only did it
Well,
not smell,
Zolo,
it smelled great.
do you crumple up a wet towel and throw it on the floor, or do you hang it up?
Yeah, I mean, I do my best to hang it up, but
But it usually probably doesn't get hung up.
yeah, maybe not always, and yeah, I think we did deduce that that's probably where a lot of the smell's coming from.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a wet, moldy towel. Like, yeah. That's
You
what
guys
I thought it just came from the wetness in the fruit. Like it's gonna dry and it'll get gross. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, Rob.
You
I
heard it
really,
here first, guys.
I people were shocked about your germiness, and then the fact that you could go so long without changing a towel.
Because I have no problem with my germs.
Yeah, but there's still things you're getting off your body. You just showered. You're gonna put the shit back on.
No, because when I get out of the shower, I'm clean.
I know, but I just still think that there's but then it's sitting around, like dust is getting all over it.
Starts to smell.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know what the problem is? I actually do need to get more towels, I think, because now that it's so hot here, I'm showering twice a day. And sometimes at the end of the day, I'm wiping with a kind of wet towel. Mm-hmm. That's not fun. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe we get Robby
Some new towels to rotate through.
So on that topic,
Rob, I gotta say, you kind of glossed over it, but the fact that you bought towels for your vacation was mind-blowing.
He always
to me.
sheets.
And sheets is even crazier.
yeah,
always.
Do you do that at a hotel?
It depends. I have, but I've also done the thing where I haven't. Because if I'm at a hotel, in my head, I can't do laundry and they won't be clean. So it's all kind of gets in the, but what I did when I was leaving Austin was I cleaned sheets here, packed them in my suitcase, and used them when I got to New York.
Wild.
Yeah. And I know that that's crazy. Like when
I learned about this first when you did that little Airbnb with Cassim in San Diego.
Right.
That you had brought your own sheets. Maybe because he told on you.
I don't.
Does he do it too?
No, I don't know anyone else.
I was gonna say.
But again, it's more so when I'm going somewhere for 3 days, I'll be like, okay, I can rough it, whatever. Normally when I travel somewhere, I'm going for a month, 2 months. I'm like, I want my own sheets. Like I want to be.
That I get. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And at the shore house, they actually said we don't supply sheets or towels.
just a bare mattress.
It was just a
and
bare.
pillows.
It was just a bare, and you had to put it on. Yeah, but then
That's crazy.
everybody in my family is taking the sheets off their bed, crumbling them up, throwing it in the car, driving down with it, grabbing the sheets with all the other luggage, and then throwing those sheets on the bed. I was like, yo, this is insanity to me. Like if you put
Live your life.
if you put my sheets from home on a random bed, they're dead to me. I would never then wash them and put them back on my bed. Crazy. And I bet there's people in my family who just brought those sheets back home and put them right back on their bed, which to me is I would just be eyes wide open laying in bed all night for 10 hours.
Thinking about how many other people's germs are on your body.
Yeah. Just really, yeah.
Wow.
But you're not
I'd be fully
concerned about the
rattled.
actual mattress that you're sleeping on?
No,
who
that's what
knows
the
how many
sheet.
other
That's what
people
the
have-
sheet's for, right? I gotta hope.
But
Do
what
germs
does it
come
really
through
do?
sheets?
It's got to.
I mean, they're using a sheet.
Now
I'm
Rob is
using
going
a
to be
sheet.
packing a dust buster in his suitcase
No, I mean, listen,
on the mattress.
it's all.
You don't vacuum
up
your
here
mattress?
Is a nightmare. Vacuum my
I
mattress.
don't, but apparently people do. Vacuum their mattress like once a month or whenever.
But you're vacuuming the floor and then you're vacuuming a mattress? Then it's
maybe
disgusting.
you have a separate vacuum for
I
your
mean,
mattress.
I'm not going to have a mattress vac.
a little hand one.
That's just all too
I don't know.
crazy. But
Apparently
also, again,
a lot of shit gets in your mattress.
it's one of those things where it's my stuff. So
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gross. And because I know when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I was probably washing my sheets twice a year.
If you were with a girl that you really like, or you've been with girls and you sleep at their
Thanks.
place, are you?
Thanks for confirming that for everyone out there.
Do you think about the fact that you're on her sheets and her mattress and her stuff?
It depends where she does her laundry. Yeah. So I've dated a girl where I'm
You'll
like, oh, no.
ask.
I just know. If a girl has a washer and dryer in her place, I'm like, oh, that's
Then
great.
you'll
But
get
if
in
she
her
does
bed.
I've dated girls who lived in Santa Monica and they're doing their sheets at the local fucking Santa Monica laundromat, and I'm disgusted.
You won't get in their bed?
I do because again, the things
okay.
you do for
Okay, great.
you know,
I'm just making sure that you have,
yeah. But you kind of go, oh, and it's kind of one of those things where it's after everything's great and you have sex and then you're laying there and 10 minutes later, you're like, ew. Like,
Wow,
but
Rob.
yeah, you just, next thing you know, you're,
Having sex again.
yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, good for you.
What are you going to do? I think a lot of that I mean, people have degrees of it, but for me, a lot of the OCD stuff is much better with women,
You can let things slide.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just because I also think women are cleaner in general.
You do think that.
Well, no, I definitely think it, but I'm saying I don't know if it's because I think that's why, or it's just because I'm like willing to also like put my body parts inside of her, which I don't do.
Yeah, I'm going to say, but you get like something from this person. You get sex from this person.
Right, but it's also like you're sharing so much of them already. Like my body's
Of
all
course.
over, you know what I mean? So you're like, okay, yeah, I'm laying on your sheets or
Right, which is why,
whatever.
by the way, it's been confirmed Cutter didn't care that I used his loofah.
Oh yeah. Cutter said he didn't care, which of course, yeah. But then I said,
I don't know. I could see him being pissed at me about that.
I could see him saying it's gross, but not that he would be mad.
Yeah.
But I did say, what if your brother used your loofah? He's like, oh, instantly garbage.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, it has to be. Oh, I thought that was Cutter and it was Annie. Wow, they have the same head now. Yeah, because he shaved his head bald. Cutter wasn't always a bald guy.
He wasn't?
No.
Cutter's always had his hair like.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Jamie, your family like fully adapted to bald Cutter recently. What are you talking about?
He's been bald Cutter since COVID.
No, he has not. Get Cutter. Is he here?
He's gone.
He's gone. Jamie.
Cutter?
So he is here?
I don't know.
Cutter's been bald since COVID.
No.
Cutter.
Jamie.
Text
no way.
me.
He recently did bald. There's no way. See, he's my buddy. I look at him. He's your husband. You do not. No, it was a whole thing where you were saying like me and my family had to adapt. Now we like it.
Bald committed was this year. Wait, what? But you've always had a buzz
Thank you
head.
guys. Come on.
Cutter.
Because everybody before that's believing Jamie. She's
Cutter, your head has been buzzed for a very long time.
now she's changing. See, we need to get Jacoby, and
You
all
always
we do
had
is
hair,
win in here because
but
now she's
hair-
saying buzz.
What are we talking about hair? Like hair.
We said bald. Jamie, come on.
He's not bald right now, though. Cutter's not shaved
No, I'm
bald.
saying for Annie and him to have the same head. It just happened recently. Cutter used to have hair. Your husband had hair.
He still has hair. He just buzzes it. Wow. I don't know. Now, he agrees with you.
Of course. That's my boy. Yeah.
He said bald committed was this year. What are you talking about? I always had hair.
Bald committed is a great way to put it too.
Yeah. He always had hair before. That's my boy. That's my gambling. That's my gambling.
That's your man.
Shit's about
That's
to.
your man.
Shit is about to pop off,
I
baby.
want to see the two
Football's
of you
back.
push a dog in a stroller down the street.
Football's back, baby. That's all I care about. All right, we're good, right? We're good.
We're good.
Thank you, everybody. This was great. All right, we'll see you next week.
Bald committed.